I've got a lot to say, but I have a tendency to speed things up because I've got so much I want to say. A lot of people miss it. But there's a reason that I'm one of the most hated people in the world by globalists, by mega corporations, by fascists, by communists, by crony capitalists, by anti-American Hollywood and the coastal elites to see us all as flyover country. Because I believe in the Renaissance and I believe in America. And I'm fearless. And I have an audience conservatively of 40 million people a week that actually tune in and listen and watch. That's not hits, that's not impressions, that's 40 million people a week. During the election of 2016 in November, it was 80 to 86 million a week. It was the #1 event on the web other than drudgereport.com. And by the way, I'm glad Drudge is there and bigger than I am. #1 website in the world. Not just #1 news site. And I say that because it's 2 people, 3 people, just putting up links and common sense. Is Drudge big on Twitter? Yeah, he's got a couple million followers. But he doesn't have fake followers like Hillary or Obama with their 100 million followers. Now, the media will be interested in this, the control corporate media. And I'm not trolling the media when I call out Kanye West, Candace Owens, and Donald John Trump. And when I call them out, it's not from a position of dislike or a position of jealousy or a position of hatred. It's from a position of admiration and love. Candace Owens, super beautiful, slick, smart, intuitive, graceful. I'm not a big fan of hip hop and rap, most of it, but Kanye West, none of his songs sound bad. A lot of them I enjoy. That said, I didn't like the Kardashians and all the trash TV and reality TV and all the rest of it. But when he came out and supported Trump for president, and he supported him as president-elect, and he supported him just a few weeks ago and in the last few days, I admire courage. But I want to make something clear here, because it's who my identity is and who my audience is. And something MSNBC and CBS and CNN and even Fox News haven't figured out yet. They always go bigger and slicker and whatever. Slick the stuff I do in multi-million-dollar studios, people don't like it. They like me at the park with a shaky video. And that's good. So before I call you all out about where you're messing up and where you're going to lose if you don't wake up, I do this with brotherly love, like one of my favorite musicians, Bob Marley, would say. My audience, and I go with what I believe, and I'm tuned into the grassroots of America and the world. That's why I'm successful all over the planet. Every demographic, every age group, old, young, you name it, we're huge. So the global spheres. 40 plus million views a week on our platforms. I'm not talking about other stuff. I can't keep track. When I sit there and I see Candace Owens or Kanye West or Donald Trump speaking out against the power structure, let me make this point first. My audience hates mainstream news so much. They hate Hollywood so much. They hate what's seen as the establishment so much. They're so done with it. They're so real. They're so grassroots. They totally get it. That when they started seeing me praise Kanye West some last year and then a lot this year, I got hurt by my audience. Not by liberal fascists, not by control freak, speech police, not by thought police. They don't count. They're in their own world. They're trying to bring down free speech total. But my audience said, listen, Alex, we're the vanguard of awakening people. And great Kanye and Candace Owens, who you first had on and promoted and boosted with Paul Watson, we don't need to now go to them and praise them for doing what's already normal and what they should be doing. We're losing our jobs. We're getting attacked by Antifa. We're getting demonized for what we stand for, Americana and free market. And we'll put up with Trump being establishment and being a billionaire because he was kind of the anti-establishment, and we get what he's doing. But we don't even like you sitting there supporting Kanye because he's been wrong so long, he's just jumping on the bandwagon. Well, that's like the prodigal son in the Bible. Whether that was a true story or not, we've all run into this in our lives. You get old enough, you got a bunch of kids, and the really good ones you totally love, and the ones that are a little bit bad you still totally love, but you kind of focus on the bad ones because they're the ones you're trying to get back on the straight and narrow, and then the really good ones go, Dad, why do you spend all your time on the one that's bad, not me? I'm the good one. Because you're here, we got you, we love you. Think how much I love you. We're worried about the one that's in trouble. So I'm going to get where I'm going here, but this is important. This is from the heart. It's teleprompter free. I got a few articles and notes here that I want to hit here in a second, but everything I do is about challenging the establishment, challenging mainstream media, challenging their money, challenging their peer pressure, challenging their bullying. And I'm not going to brag about it, but I've been in big movies back when I knew what was going on 20 years ago. They were trying to get me under their control. And I got offered the big national TV shows and the biggest syndicated shows that were going to make me the next Glenn Beck. I'm bigger than Glenn Beck ever was now. Did it my way, to quote Frank Sinatra. So now I've been around 23 years on air. I get the inside baseball. But to then be criticized by my audience that says, don't worry about Candace Owens and Kanye West, and don't be even covering this. We don't care. Let's move on. Let's cover the. We're way already ahead of that. And then to have Candace Owens on all these times in the last 6-8 months on Paul Watson's show and my show, and came to visit Austin and all the shows we did with her, and and Troyer and everything. And then she hadn't been on in a few months, and we call her and everything. She ignores us for a few weeks. And then she says, oh, I'll come on Thursday, oh, I'll come on Monday, and then she doesn't talk to us. It's not that we even needed her on the show. It's that we're fighting elitism. We're fighting for open, free thought. And then once she was elevated to Fox News, where I was offered 3 shows and all the rest of it and don't want to be on there, the audience is like 4 or 5 million people, 3 million maybe at a time, 2 million, big freaking deal. I do it my way. My own audience, great people. I have long discussions with them. It's not about who's winning or who's on what team. Fox News is controlled opposition. They got some good people on there. Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. But, Carlson got it. Carlson used to attack me 10 years ago and stuff. And he said, I want to come to Austin and meet you. And I want to meet you after that. I want to have dinner with you. And I want you to come to the RNC and, everything. Just saying, hey, I'm your friend. And I've been a libertarian all along, and now I can finally say what I think, and don't attack me. I'm going to have my ascension at Fox News. And then at least when I called him a few months after he had his big show, and I said, hey, come on. He said, I had gallbladder surgery. I can't really come on right now. And I called him back about a month later, and I said, it's not gallbladder surgery. This wasn't off record. I said, it wasn't gallbladder surgery. They told you in your contract you can't come on. He goes, yeah, that's what they told me. And I said, that's okay. I'm glad you're being who you are now and standing up against the Syria war and the Iran war and doing the great job you do. Because I'm not in a pissing contest with you. I'm against globalists. He at least talked to me and said, just like Judge Napolitano, who used to ask to come on the show, because he knows where the big audience is, and he's a good guy, hey, I can't come on anymore in my contract. At least they treated me like a human being. Candace Owens didn't do that. She didn't treat me like a human being like I treated her, a beautiful, charming person. And see, it's not about how I'm treated. It's about saying you're anti-establishment. There was an old saying by Frank Herbert, philosopher and best-selling author, that every revolutionary is secretly someone who wants to be an aristocrat. Well, here's the deal. I don't want to be an aristocrat. If folks even know what that term really means, a lot of you. So it's that I want to see them be loyal and then not go along with the propaganda, because if Candace Owens will go along with not coming on my show because Ben Shapiro tells her not to, well, then she'll give in to any amount of pressure. We love Trump because he doesn't give in to the pressure. So let me call out Candace Owens and Kanye West and Trump, because I'm going to say this. Turning point that Candace Owens works for, that I flew back from Austin on a flight from the inauguration with, seemed like good folks, doing good work. So I'm not attacking them. I'm not a territorial guy. It's not like we have limited resources here. I believe in a growing pie, a non-zero sum game, a 360 win. Candace Owens is going around with Turning Point and all the rest of it.
Charlie Kirk.
And they're out there with Donald Trump Jr. and all the rest of this stuff. And then when Turning Point, about a month ago, had a town hall with Trump, they're like, we're being hit in the head with bike locks. We're under attack. Colleges have banned free speech. Colleges are having non-white days promoting racism. They're pulling down Martin Luther King statues, literally. We're under attack. And Trump goes, you're great, though. You're really popular. No one's listening to them. It doesn't matter. No, they've seized authoritarianly the schools. They're training the people that man Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to censor us on record. Project Veritas has it. And Project Veritas is being sued, attacked. I'm being sued, attacked by Hillary and all these people. And I'm not even saying come to our aid. We know you're under attack, Mr. President. But when you're talking to Turning Point USA, the perfect WASP guy with everything just right, with all this weird OCD crap, Trump's good and everything, but again, like the ritual of everything perfect, and the French love it, and we love it, and the Koreans love it. It's a little sick, everything choreographed, and it's a little Nazi-like, and everybody's into it. The Rose Garden functions and the bands and everyone wearing a perfect suit. I intentionally didn't wear a sports jacket on purpose because it's not about that. This is very complex, so just bear with me. So even Turning Point USA is like, sir, we're under attack, we're under siege, it's really bad. Trump goes, oh, you're winning, it's all great. We go, oh, 5D chess, 50D chess. No, Trump just has confidence that good's going to win, and we've got to look like winners, we've got to look confident, and somehow it's going to win. Well, you got to be confident you're telling the truth, and you're moving forward, but you've also got to tell people just how bad it is. And the Democrats just announced in The Hill and Washington Post today that impeachment is their 2018 election call. And Mueller, just like we told the president a year ago with his fake perjury and all this crap, and Trump listened to his dumbass lawyers who are just candy-ass establishment people. And you could have told them a mile away. But again, these people have all hierarchically moved up to the power structure because they're yes men and they go along. Trump, outside of the power structure, with his own family money and himself, built his own system. This is why we like him. They think he's crazy because he's not part of this whole ruling class, and he isn't out to get America. He just wants a fair shake. But I called Trump out because where is he about the violence against his supporters? The persecution. He knows his family's being persecuted. He knows he's being persecuted. And it's not like victimology, like, oh, we're persecuted. Oh, Trump say we're victims. No, we're victorious, but the left are authoritarians, and it's wrong. Where is that? Zero. And then you've got Candace Owens. We're like, hey, come on the show for like 2 weeks. Hell, months ago, I realized we were asking her on. She was ignoring us. And it's like, oh, get Paul Watson to promote you with probably 50 million fans. Oh, get us to promote you. And then as soon as you think you've entered the elitist Fox News white shoe boy club, then you drop us like an old shoe. It's not that we needed you. It's that you say you're about this open, free debate. You're about paradigm shifting. You're about don't tell us who to go on. Don't tell us who we can talk to, which is absolutely true. But then you talk, but then when it comes time for it, you don't. Because they've got whisper campaigns and disinfo campaigns and everybody putting out lies about us and what we stand for. It's not like we're being destroyed. You're being destroyed. We're getting bigger. The grassroots sees it. They don't want us to be associated with you. You don't even get it. And so that's what I'm talking about here is we're sitting there legitimately trying to launch all these great grassroots people and watching them become really successful. And then we watch them graduate into the Fox News Club. Fox News has thousands of people on the payroll for like 30, 40, 50 grand a year to just show up once every couple of weeks, sometimes every few months. But they tell them, oh, don't do any more shows. You're with us now. The pundits, the talk show hosts, anybody, they buy them like baseball cards. They collect and they give them talking points. They tell them what to do. And Fox News tried a big anti-Trump run about a year ago. That failed, so now they're back to acting like they're patriots because they cut their ratings in half. Now they've built them back up. But they're sharpening their knives for Sean Hannity. They're sharpening their knives for Lou Dobbs, who'd be number one on Fox. They put him on, or number two under Hannity, but they put him on business. or Varney or any of those people, they get these guys and they park them with a paycheck of $1 million a year, $2 million a year. And then they sit there, and you got all these other people like Candace Owens that want to be a Fox News consultant. So, oh, look, grandma, I'm big now. When Candace Owens with her own platform and her own system with my advice, 50, 100 million a year. And I'm not talking. Because I bring in, I'm not going to get into numbers a lot, but I spend it on advertising, infrastructure. It costs a lot of stuff. When you sell products at, low price, you don't have a huge markup. Yeah, you sell $50 million of product, but you make $25 million on it, and then you pay taxes, and it's $15 million. You pay all your crew, your equipment, satellites, infrastructure, licensing, a couple million. You spend that on lawyers. But the point is that these people couldn't even dream of this. We bring in more money than Glenn Beck ever did. More than Rush Limbaugh ever did. Believe me, the globalists have access to all this. They have the Office of Personnel Management and all the hacks. They know. The Democrats pass around my tax returns. They know all this stuff. And they think I'm a schmuck because I take almost all the money I've got and put it back into expanding this. I fly coach most of the time because I'm not going to sit there and pay huge prices. I'm going to put it back into here. And it's not that money's bad. I'm a free market guy, but it's not my God. So I sit there and I look at Kanye. And I'm Kanye's peer when it comes to bringing in money. Don't brag about that. And I look at Candace Owens, somebody we helped put on the map. We didn't put her on the map, we helped her. She's very talented. And then I see them thinking they're playing it smart because, oh, they're around Don Jr. or, oh, they're here. We're the ones that brought all those people to the party. We're the populist. We built it. We got attacked. We got demonized. We have Hillary's law firm suing us. We have them coming after us. We have them on news saying they want to shut us down. Don't you get it? So this is not even to Candace Owens or Trump or Kanye West. It's this. You claim you want to be anti-establishment. But then you sit there and don't even go on the programs that launched the whole reboot of the populist movement. And let me explain. Once there's a big story, the fact that you're for free speech and free thought, that's the big story. Following a story, trying to get you on, no one cares. My listeners don't want you on. Before I even picked up on it, they got that you weren't coming on our show and already didn't like you. I wanted to make you bigger. And you still don't get it that power comes from the grassroots. Change comes from there. And so when I say call out Trump, on many policies he's doing a good job, but he's trying more and more to just look confident, to go along with the advice he's got, and to basically metamorphosize into the new establishment when that's not what the people want. And you've got Candace and you've got Kanye who are under total attack and being lied about. And if they just had real advice, like point out 30 million women secretly hid, little girls, in their parents' basements to not be killed in China. That's even the Washington Post. Like, you talk about black slavery, yeah, it was a terrible thing. But let's stop being victims and realize the real stuff's going on with Islam enslaving women and China killing political dissidents. And look at this Washington Post article admitting 30 million girls hid and didn't register of the 80 million that have been killed. And, oh, look, Pakistan, hundreds of dead kids found in all the trash piles per city of little girls. The family gets the baby and stones it to death saying, we don't want a woman. Where are the feminists on that? Imagine if Kanye didn't just say, we're free thinkers, we're open, but how dare you call me a racist, saying I don't want victimology. And like Harriet Tubman saying, I freed 1,000 slaves, I'd have freed 1,000 more, they didn't know they were slaves. That's good you put that out. But the things you could do that they're afraid of, because the globalists know, I'm covering the topics that really scare them. I know their operations. And I'm not trying to sit up here like some arrogant SOB like Ben Shapiro saying who should go on what show or who shouldn't go on another show and saying I got all the answers. I know about Cold Springs Harbor. I know about IBM. I know about the tax-free foundations. I got the whole thing. Because the globalists think you're such idiots and think I'm such an idiot. They think we're all animals. They think we're all slaves. That we can't read the white papers and books they wrote. So that's it. So today, or yesterday, I decided, hey, we're going to re-air a Candace Owens interview. She was here in December. We'll just say, hey, Candace Owens is on the show today. We didn't say she's live. None of that. We didn't lie to anybody because I will not do that. And then all the neocons and the liberals, hey, you better not go on. They're the same ones saying we shouldn't have Candace Owens on a year ago. They're the same ones saying she doxed people and stole identities, which wasn't true. And when they were all putting her down, we defended her. But it doesn't give you confidence then when you do that to see somebody do it. When I don't need Candace Owens. My audience sees somebody all over the news and sees them on my show and they go, man, we don't like this, Alex. Because my audience is 1,000% divorced from Hollywood and all the rest of the crap. I apologized to Kanye a few weeks ago. So I said, I knew you were the Kardashians and a big, supporter of this crap. But now I know you called out the Illuminati and Jay-Z, and I think you're for real. And I know the inside baseball from high-level Trump people and Pentagon folks that you've been, brought in as the new reality show with Trump. They call it full spectrum drama. To try to counter the globalists and take over the news cycle so that the globalists don't control the media with fake cycles and fake narratives. But instead of putting out hardcore info like I do all the time, you kind of just put out the pop hype they want to divert from the evil stuff they're doing and then inject some real things. So I admire Kanye and I admire Trump, and they're taking it on the chin and they're tough and I appreciate them. I'm just saying, I'm calling you out because they'd probably kill us all at that point if he came on the show. But that's the real explosive power. To not just come on the show and be wimps, but to come on and talk about what's really going on, because I'm committed to this. And I understand the Renaissance, and I understand their paradigm, try to keep us divided. And I know these systems. And I see all the weasels they're flooding the thought blogosphere with that act like they're conservatives or libertarians, but they're really neocons, warmongers, and they want to manage everybody else and control them. And it's so diabolical, it's so transparent, and it pisses me off. So, if you've got family you love, people you care about, and they're doing 90% good, but they're doing 10% bad, you even get madder at them and you say, damn it, stop it. Trump needs to aggressively talk about internet censorship and call out the big telecoms more. He's been doing it some, but we need a lot more. Not even the telecoms, the big tech giants, Google, Facebook, Twitter, and all the BS. Because if he's going to play along with kind of the censorship that's coming in and say, these populists are too strong, sir, people like Alex Jones, we want to censor them and the left. Because the truth is, the entire grassroots is being censored right now. Liberals, conservatives, libertarians, Christians, you name it. Establishment, centrist, fake Republicans are being pushed as the cat meow, force-fed, to try to take control and neutralize things. Because we need balkanization at a time like this, not fusion. And they're funding a lot of this stuff, but I'm not going to sit there and play along with the system so I get on Twitter more or I get on YouTube more. I'm in a war. I'm here to hit people with game-changing things that are like a punch in the stomach to get them thinking. I'm here to hit the barbed wire like shock troops. British Army always had in the last couple hundred years. Scottish troops were really tough, really mean, but it was kind of a weird eugenics thing where they hit them with the Scottish troops first, the shock troops to shake them all up. And the Scots might kill 3-1, but then a couple thousand of them would get wiped out, and then the British troops are going behind it. Well, I got a little bit of Scot blood, mainly German and English, and a little bit of French and Native American, but the point is I got some Scot, I can say it. But I'm kind of like a nice Gaelic face, not really a Scottish face. We are the shock troops, folks, and that's what I'm doing. So get this straight, Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens and Kanye West and all the rest of you guys. I built InfoWars from scratch with my listeners and their supporters and the patriots. I built this to change the paradigm and get away from Hollywood and all this. To see some Hollywood and some movie folks and some radio people and some sports folks and and Trump politically and Kanye and music moving away is a good sign. But pissing on those that brought you to the dance shows you're fundamentally already in the game. And I look at all the old mummies of Congress and Fox News who just want to be in their own clubs. They want to feel like they're winners. And I see them getting off on their so-called status being part of the power structure. It's sick. And that's why in my own personal life, I'm a very, very private person. I don't hang around with a lot of people because all of the class garbage is bullshit. And it doesn't mean that I'm against classes or I'm a communist. I'm saying people arranging themselves into little clubs and the cool club groups is a joke. I built my own operation. Fox News offered me 3 different shows. Ask Mancal Mueller. He said, twice they offered him a show with me and another time separate. This is like 6-7 years ago. It happened. And they said, listen, we have the show. You have the contract. They just want you to come in every weekend, fly in Friday night, shoot the episode Saturday. They're going to air it on Sunday. It was this debate show. And Fox News kept saying, listen, you could get a regular show on Fox. And I said, I don't want it. And then the money tripled a year later with my own show. But I was supposed to fly into New York every weekend. And I told them no. Don't you get it, Candace? Don't you get it, Kanye? Don't you get it, Trump? I know all Trump watches is Fox News. That's all dying. Marie Le Pen this week came out and told Trump, she said, don't you get it, Macron kissing your ass and all this? He's the old dying power structure, not the new power structure. And Macron, sure, it looks good to have some world leader like Trump, and anybody criticizes nationalism in front of Trump. Exactly. Macron's a globalist. He says, open the borders, Islam. He said, Islam has never committed one crime in France. He said that 2 days ago. I played the video. Jesus. We didn't elect Trump to sit there and ride the you-know-what of Macron, the schoolboy boy toy of the French elite. And Macron is a pedophile victim. I mean, now they put him in power. That's admitted, by the way. It's all coming up with the deputy pope being indicted and going to court for raping, running hundreds of kids. Emmanuel Macron is just Francis Holliday, who wants to stay and who is hanging on to power like a barnacle. And he'll go around and say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants while they open the gates for the Islam to come in, because the Muslims vote 99% the same, and they can parliamentary overthrow the whole deal. So the war room's on right now with Owen Schroyer. I just wanted to sit here and I just wanted to talk about this because I'm not chasing the establishment. I'm hoping people in the system turn against it quicker so we can stop this. And I know that Kanye West and other people see the writing on the wall and they get it and they want human freedom and they're positive, and that's a great thing. But it's like Scott Adams was on the show last Friday and he said, yeah, without you even asking me on, they were saying, don't ever go on Alex Jones again. There was a whole campaign saying, don't do it. So when you asked me on, I came on. Because he gets how fundamentally evil that is. So Candace Owens, let me see that second paper, thanks. She came out today when Ben Shapiro was saying, don't go on the Alex Jones show. And she said, disrespecting any platform watched by millions is silly. Please stop telling me or Kanye no, can't, or shouldn't. Those are quotes. Advice appreciated, commands shut down. But she doesn't come on the show. And again, it's not about getting her on for me. We're not chasing the tail of a story. It's the fact that they're telling her and advising her, oh, he's demonized. Oh, he's under attack. Oh, they say all these things about him. Don't go on there. You'll get attacked. You're already being attacked. You know who I am. You know the truth. So you failed the test, Candace. You failed it. We're not here trying to be with the establishment. We're not here trying to get the Fox News shows. We're here trying to change the world. I'm not trying to get a private jet or a big penthouse in New York so I can have a dumb trophy wife that hates me. I put the money back into this. Let me give people a tour right now. Yeah, this is the daytime studio. We're going to be going, look at all this right here. We're going to be going 24 hours a day. By the end of the year, we're like 11, 12 hours a day right now. We got the podcast studio. And this is what we're building. This is in Texas. It's not in New York. It's not in LA on purpose. Got this new studio over here getting built so I can put massive live and archive podcast on with dozens of new hosts. And it's all getting put together in here. It's almost done. State of the art. This is my old studio here. It's been here 11 years. Going there 23 years. We got writers' rooms and all the people. I'm not going to interrupt them while they're working. But this is why George Soros and Hillary are trying to shut us down. And when they get us, they'll get Candace Owens. They'll get Donald Trump. They'll get everybody. If you're all so stupid you don't get it. First they came for InfoWars, as they've set as a model. And again, this is kind of nighttime, daytime shift change. A lot of folks on here. Let's go out here. And you've got people in here fighting hard. You've got a lot of great folks over here. You got good old Mr. Smith over there. Wilson, I'm going to call you soon with titles. Got the great crew over there working. You got Kit Daniels, the rest of the folks. Right over here we got Jake Lloyd. This is just one room. We got another building. We got a green room right here. Let's go over here. Owen Schroeder's on TV right now. And we're building something to fight back against these people. This studio's almost done. Nobody's even got one that's state of the art except for ESPN. All of this is LED. We'll be able to put whatever we want up on there and not just the big jumbotrons.
Inside the desk too is all a big curved LED screen.
Show the control room over there.
Yeah, brand new control room.
I mean, folks, this isn't a game. We're making a run against the establishment to reboot Americana and free market and true open free society. You understand? That's why we're under attack. And to see Candace and people fail the test is not a good thing. Has nothing to do with her coming on and us getting publicity. We wouldn't even get publicity off of it. The media ignores all that. Only somebody as big as Kanye would be able to even break through their BS. We just do it through getting right with the people. We don't want the mainstream media headlines. There are over thousands of articles a week demonizing us and TV shows. We get no traffic off of it. It's all zombies watching. It does nothing. And so again, right now, Owen Schroeder's live on air. And this is what we're doing. We're here fighting right now. We're not here trying to kiss the butt of the establishment. No, ladies. I say hi to the camera. They're on the show. We're here fighting hard, folks. Look at these guys right here. Look at these folks right here. No one's in there right now. Look at this whole crew right here.
We're taking calls if anybody wants to call in.
Try, what's the number?
888-201-2244.
888-201-2244. Owen Schroeder on air right now. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking action. So that's what it comes down to. And again, I'm not mad at Candace Owens. I'm not mad at Donald Trump. I'm not mad at Kanye West. When I say I'm calling Kanye, not so much other people. We got a voiceover booth right here. I mean, this is somebody not spending the money on the McMansion, but actually building something to resist. I mean, this is a weapon system for America and freedom worldwide. And we've got the posters here. And if Trump goes sideways on us, it'll just be a joke. Trump, make America great. Got Madam President. They told us she was going to win. 99% chance, New York Times said. They're full of crap. So they know we've got credibility. So the fake news media gangs up on me and tells the world, ladies and gentlemen, that we're all losers, just like Trump's a loser. And Trump and all of them know the program to say we're all losers and we're all jokes and we're all going down when they're the ones going down. And then still, some of those people buy into it and say, yeah, that's too radical. It's the radicalness that brought you to power. That's what's going on here. Let's continue. There I am with Joe Rogan. That's like 18, 19 years ago. He's dressed up as George Bush Jr. I'm Bush Sr. at the Capitol for a film called Belly of the Beast. There I am 21 years ago in 1997, protesting thumb scanning, saying it would be a worldwide system to buy and sell. China's now bringing it online. Fighting hard. We perfect? No. We don't want the establishment. We don't give a crap about hip hop and rock and roll and all this other shit. And so that's it.